What's up? What are you doing? You just sat there for a half a minute with no words. How did that feel? I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. Quick unboxing from Ellen. Holy crap. Send me stuff. I love getting mail. I don't care if it's a letter. I don't care if it's a package. I don't care what it is, you guys. Message me and get my address and send me something in the mail. I love getting mail, and I think it helps me remember that what I'm doing is actually helping. So believe it or not. So, Ellen, I posted something the other day that I needed things to help organize my room. The energy's still here. It's floating around. I got to get some paint for my desk, and I got to get some blinds, some nice blinds. I'm trying to make, there's times in my life in which I become so upset with my current living situation, and I just get down and out. I need to fix the paint on that. You see that paint? And I'm trying to make my room look more presentable, more living, more like it's not a disaster zone all the time mentally. I feel like cleaning it up the other day really kind of helped clear my mind, and it got some of the darkness out of here, opened up the space a little bit, and I believe it or not, I really think it affected me in a really positive way. And tomorrow I'm going to spend some more time and I'm going to focus on that, because what a lot of us don't realize with mental health issues is if you close yourself off, regardless if I get out there and socialize, if I'm constantly in a room, I got to write down my run. I got to figure out where I'm at on my run. Hold on, stop. So I forgot to do that. So I got jog 1.5 miles. Today is Wednesday the 31st, and tomorrow is run 3/4 of a mile. It's a pretty easy rest of the week. By the end of next week, I'll be at 2 miles. So funny enough, speaking of that, I signed up for 2 5Ks the other day, by the way. Gina and Amanda also signed up, like literally directly after. Is that going to stay unfocused? I hate when that does that. Why is it doing that? I feel like it does this all the time. Is there a way to focus it by tapping on the screen? Is that going to work? It's not going to work. But regardless, you're going to clearly have to sit through crap. And I want to change this. I can't stand when it's unfocused. Is that strange? Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. Okay. Well, anyway, I've been contemplating, because if you guys know, while I massage out my leg with my massage stick, a couple years back, I think it kind of affected everything. So I was running really good, and I think that was kind of the start of where I put on a little extra weight, to be honest. And I also went into like building muscle and stuff like that, but I think it got a little bit carried away. And to be honest, I'm really trying really hard to stay injury free. I'm stretching out a lot more. I'm rolling out a lot more. I'm really working on keeping my body as relaxed and as limber as possible. I backed on the heavy lifting and stuff. And this is, by the way, an unboxing of something Ellen got me. Thank you, Ellen. You're amazing, by the way. But I'm trying to redeem my 10K. Okay, so if you don't know the story, a couple years back I ran 2 5Ks, and did like 100,000 steps in a day and was kind of really on a roll. And then I went into like a bulking phase and got up quite a bit on my weight. Probably a little too far, to be honest. I put on weight really fast. So I got to that section, or that point, and I took off one day and I said, you know what? Today is going to be a day that I start cutting. And I'm like, you know what? I had it in my mind that I could just take off running, right? I didn't do any stretches, anything. Literally like 2 steps into my run, I think it was about 250. About 2 steps into my run, I literally collapsed to the floor because my Achilles tendon, the thing in the back of your foot, if I can get up here without hurting myself. this part right here in the back of your foot, that little like tendon or whatever, um, pulled, and it was a lot of pain. I remember, I actually don't know what country was I in. Was it Costa Rica? One of the countries, I was in severe pain, and I think it might have been a couple countries. It was causing me problems. Anytime I would step up like on an elevation, I could walk flat and stuff, but man, it was rough. And then I went through some physical therapy and blah 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 blah. End of the story, and it ended up they did some dry needling, like poking electrical needles in the back of my calf, and it ended up releasing it, and I felt better, and I jogged, and I was able to do some things, and then I kind of got away from it because it kind of started creeping back. And anyway, my theory is through foot health, and where's that golf ball? Speaking of which, I need to roll out my foot. Foot health, rolling out, stretching, and stuff like that. I'm really trying to do my best with it. I will say that it has creeped back in a little bit recently, and I'm being very careful about not overdoing it and doing my best to not worry about completing runs extremely fast necessarily, just making sure I'm getting the runs done. My main goal is to achieve the 10K, and what happened with the 10K, besides trying to, because I've previously tried to redeem myself with that, and by starting running I fell, and then, but what happened is I paid $80 for the damn 10K, right? The day before the 10K, this is before I knew that it wouldn't be a good idea, and I went extremely heavy on leg day. I did 3 sets of 75 reps of calf raises, and I got to work at Home Depot the next day, and I literally could not walk. It was extremely painful. And I had not understood that delayed onset muscle soreness was going to be so bad. I was actually trying to go heavy on leg day to assist my working out. Now it seems like absolute nonsense. Why would I do that? That makes no sense. But at the time, I didn't know as much as I know now. So unfortunately, I did not go to the race, and I even contemplated like taking painkillers or something to get through the race. And myself and everybody was like, it's probably not a good idea. So that's kind of how I screwed up that. So fast forward a couple years, maybe even longer, maybe 3 years, who knows. I've been running again, and I am on my 7th week of my personal 5K training program that myself and Ellen developed. Well, I guess I wrote it all out, and then she put it on a beautiful template and made it amazing for us, and I've been following it religiously. I have not missed a single day. I am going to pat myself on the shoulder only because sometimes when you get off track for a long time and you get back on track, sometimes it's weird, and running is not something that I've done for a really long time. So being able to stay consistent with that, I'm really proud of myself, and I don't like saying that, but I feel like I should, because I think it's good for me to just continuously positively reinforce myself, especially because I'm getting some twinging in my ankle and stuff, and I need to keep pushing. I need to not make excuses and keep pushing forward, just like each and every single one of you. Now, that being said, by the end of this 12 weeks, which is only going to be like 4 more or 11 weeks, I'm going to be able to run about 5 miles, okay? 5 miles, and could probably run more, to be honest. Right now, I can run a 5K. I could run a 5K the first day. I actually completed a whole 5K the first day of training, and then I actually, a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I completed another full 5K, and they were both outside at Peppergo Park in Arizona hot heat, and I made both. I did increase my time from like 36 minutes to 34 minutes, 36:17 to down to 34:56. Not a huge increase, but definitely better. But now I don't even want to say these words, possibly contemplating trying to go a little bit further and doing the best. So I'm on a journey to do 199 pounds. I want to get sub 200, see how I feel, and maybe work out some new maintenance numbers to be able to never go higher than a certain number, because I feel like I was a little bit too lenient and it creeped up really fast. And I probably easily got 20 pounds of extra weight on me that I shouldn't have. So that being said, I'm potentially thinking about a half marathon. And the reason I was thinking this is because everybody does a 5K. You know, everybody does these. It's like a fun thing for the family and stuff. Lots of walking. Some people run it and stuff, but the majority of them just kind of out there having fun, right? Some people go and do a 10K, a little bit further. But it's not very often you hear somebody kind of jump to the next level. Like, I think it gets a little bit more serious with the half marathon. You know, so I'm kind of wanting to challenge myself to see what's possible. What's possible, you know, how long can I possibly stay injury free and be able to keep running and get my weight down? And could I potentially? I was listening to an audiobook the other day and they were talking about Ironmans, and I'm like, can you believe the amount of stuff that just goes into the training? 112-mile race on a bike. So they start out, the Ironman started out in 1978, and the Ironman was basically 15 guys of different types of backgrounds. It was like bicyclists, racers, or runners, and they were all athletes and stuff, and they were drinking beer and they were arguing about who was the fittest of all the athletes. Was it the bicyclists? Was it the swimmers? Was it this? Blah, 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 blah. So they decided that why not make a race? Let's make a race, you know, that somebody could do all these races back to back. And 15 people and initially decided to sign up for the race. And they thought these people were crazy. There was no way. It's a 2.4 mile open ocean swim, backed up by, and there was no time limit in the beginning, backed up by a 110-mile bicycle ride, and then backed up by a 26.2 mile marathon, full marathon run. All of this back to back to back. And 13 people ended up completing it. They couldn't believe it. It was crazy. 2 people didn't make it. But they literally thought these people were going to die. Like, there was no way they could do it. And 13 of them actually completed it. So I was thinking, I was like, and I'm deathly afraid of like water and stuff like that. I'm probably not super open to the idea of swimming through open ocean. I get scared of tub water. No, if I can't see in the water, it really freaks me out. It's a huge, huge fear factor for me. But can you imagine what these people go through for training? 110-mile bike ride. I could see the bike ride, and I don't know, it's probably pretty long. I say that. I like to ride bikes. But if I had to think about which one I would probably like the most, I would think it would probably be the bike one. I love riding bikes. But, man, can you imagine? Just add those numbers up. 26, 110, that's 136, plus 2. And the change off of everything. So 3. 120, 136, 139 miles racing in a day. So why not try a half a marathon? You know, if I can stay injury free and focus on taking care of my body along the way and maybe afford a couple massages to make sure I'm nice and good to go and taking care of myself along the way, I think a half marathon might be. But don't speak too soon. Don't quote me on that. We're gonna let's confirm these 5Ks. I accidentally signed up for 2 5Ks in a day, which is kind of like a 10K, but not back to back. They're like 6 hours apart, which is super smart on my part. But they were cheap and whatever. But let's get that 10K confirmed. Do you realize I just talked for 15 minutes and all I was supposed to do is open a fucking box? You want to open the box now? This is the box. By the way, I love. Okay. Okay, my pen just broke. I love opening boxes. You know what would be cool? If I could go Instagram live at the same time. Do I know how to go Instagram live? I don't know if I do. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, sure I do. There we go. Let's pretend I freaking know what I'm doing. I don't actually know what I'm doing. That's okay though. Don't judge me, okay? So, thank you, Ellen, first of all. And if anybody wants to send me anything to spruce up my room and put better energy in here, please feel free. I'm literally videoing while videoing. What the fuck? Who does that? I'm videoing in 2 different places. I'm videoing. Okay, that's kind of crazy. So, these, I already know what they are. Well, actually, I don't. Because she was like, I got this and this. And I'm like, okay. I don't really know what it was. I'll be honest. So, first package in a long time. I love smelling new stuff. Do you realize that? We have 2 boxes in here. Let's see what you got. Show me what you're working with. If anybody wants to twerk on video and send it to me because that's hilarious. That sounded really strange. It didn't even sound like that, but twerking, I tried to twerk the other day. It's pretty funny. I think when like twerk fails, if you're good at twerking, don't send it to me. But if you're bad, at twerking, I want to see that shit, man. That shit's funny. Okay, that was awkward. First thing is a mesh desk organizer. You know, actually, people have sent me letter openers. Ooh, yeah, check it out. You know what? I have needed this for so freaking long. You have no idea. Look at that. That's ridiculous. That's awesome. Do you want to see my current pencil holder? It's a whey protein jug cut in half. Like, this is literally stepping it up. Whoop, whoop. In the building. Thank you, Ellen. That's freaking awesome. And let's see what the other one is. That's cool because all I need an amp. All I gotta get now is like some what the hell is it called? What up, girl? Where the hell you been? Losing all that weight, looking all good over there, you little motherfucker. No, I forgot my fucking train of thought. I need black paint. Send me black paint. Anybody got any black paint, spray paint, acrylic paint? I don't know if you can do acrylic paint. I mean, preferably house paint. Okay, I want some motherfucking house paint because I want to paint my desk. You see my fucking desk? Look at this shit. What the fuck is on my motherfucking desk? That shit's crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. And it needs to be painted because all I do is write on that shit right now. And that ain't good. Damn it. By the way, I'm in ketosis and going for 199 pounds. So, what you got here, girl? I don't think I've ever gone live on Instagram. I think I just figured it out like 2 fucking seconds ago. I'm actually recording 2 different spots. It's kind of funny. Just got high off of the ethanol. Or whatever the fuck it is. What is it called? Ether? Somebody gives me shit all the time. They're like, don't smell that. It's estrogen. I'm like, what? It shit smells good. We need me some more estrogen. Whatever the hell that is. No. I know what estrogen is, kind of. It's like a girl hormone or some shit like that. But this is the second thing. I'm trying to get it apart. I don't actually know what it looks like. This is awesome. I'm working out. You're working out right now? Motherfucker. Yeah. Post me a motherfucker. Send me a picture of that shit. That's right. Tear it up. I don't know how the fuck this goes. Is there a damn picture of this? Let's see. Let's see what picture. What the fuck? You gotta put it together. Son of a bitch. My connection be crappy. Fuck your connection. Fuck your connection. Sorry. So look, this, I'll show you, is going to be where I put like paperwork and shit. Check it out. Check that out. Ellen, you're a freaking amazing. Look, I'm gonna try this without making anything fall. You like that shit, don't you? Look at that. Paperwork, goals, files. We're gonna pretend I'm opening and closing that way those things aren't mounted. That is awesome. You have no idea. This, just that alone in the corner right there, I already got a spot for it. You see the spot? Look at the spot. Look at the motherfucking spot. Right there. I already got it cleared out the other day. That's what I'm talking about. That is amazing. Between that and this organizer here, I'm starting to look like a fucking adult. Fuck that. I'm sending it back. No adultness here. No, I'm just kidding. You guys, Ellen, you're freaking amazing. Thank you so much. I'm actually really excited about this because I feel like this is not only going to give it a little bit more professional atmosphere, but organized. And that's what I need to do. I'm almost thinking about getting rid of this damn desk over here so I can open this space up more. I got to get rid of the clutter. It's just too much, you know? That's what happens too. Like, you literally got to get rid of all the nonsense because if you got a really cluttered environment, your mind is like completely screwed up. Thank you, Ellen, for the packages, for the organizers. My desk is going to be pimp tomorrow. You guys have a good day. If you're new here, please check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. Also on Instagram. Don't know why I'm saying Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. One Big Impact. I'm live on Instagram, but I'm videoing over here for YouTube. Also on YouTube at One Big Impact. So that is going to be my YouTube right there. If you don't see, if you're watching that video, you actually are coming from YouTube. So have a good day, guys. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. And stay your ass on track. How do you end the video? Yeah. Bye, Felicia. Who's Felicia? Yo, mom.